APRO, greetings to all our amazing listeners tuning in from across the Asia Pacific and beyond. Welcome to APRO Connect, your ultimate guide through the vibrant world of pharmacy in the Asia Pacific region. Get ready to be inspired, energized, and connected as we dive into everything pharmacy students are buzzing about. Hello, I'm Kelly, and I'll be the host for this episode. As we know, the long awaited event of APRO Family, APPS, or Asia Pacific Pharmaceutical Symposium, will be held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia next year. We will explore more about APPS and know more about beyond the symposium, so buckle up and let's kick things off with today's exciting segment. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into the main session. For this first episode of April Connect, we invite the people behind 24th APPS 2025 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Ms. Shin Yan Tan as the chairperson, Ms. Lim Sui as the vice chairperson of External Affairs, and also Mr. Yoga Ananda as past attendee of APPS. So, before we start, let's have three of them introduce themselves. We'll start with Ms. Shin Yan Tan.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Xingyan serving as the chairperson for the 24th IPSF APPS 2025. So nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Miss Yan. Now we will moving to Miss C.
Thank you. So hi everyone. My name is Z. I'm the Vice Chairperson of External Affairs for next year's APPS. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Miss C. Next, we'll move to Mr. Yoga.
Hi everyone, this is Yoka. I am the previous contact person of PMFF unit and also the past attendees for the consecutive 2 years, APPS 2023 and 2024.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yoga. So, to our three amazing speakers today, how was your day? And how are you feeling today?
Having a great day today. Yeah.
Same as well. Very good day.
It's a good day because today I get to meet an event organizer for my events in my faculty.
Hey, that's nice. I'm glad to hear that our speakers are fun and seem excited to share their thoughts and also perspective. Okay, maybe we can jump to our first question. So, to Mr. Yoga, have you ever joined APPS and how was it? Can you also share us what experience from past APPS events can you share with our listener?
Okay, thank you for the question. Yeah, I joined APPS in 2 consecutive years, APPS 2023 in Yogyakarta, hosted by BEM FA UGM, and also APPS 2024, held in Chiang Mai, hosted by PSAT Thailand. Both events are really great. I think I can share a bit more later, but generally, the APPS 2023 was my first real exposure to IPSF because back then I was joining as the official delegates for BMFF Unir Indonesia, and on the APPS 2024 as well. In the regional assembly, I get to experience how APRO really shape or define their future mandate by doing the regional assembly. Outside of the regional assembly, as an OD, it was really fun. The workshops in the symposium was really great. And the best part about APPS, I think, is having many friends. Okay.
Thank you so much for your answer. From your answer, I also can feel like APPS is such a great event. So maybe you can share what is APPS to you and how APPS impact you.
Okay. APPS, I feel like it's a special thing to me, personally. From the 2023 APPS, I get to know many people from APRO, doing the work, like the regional working groups and also the other member organizations. And from that point on, I'm starting to like learn and grow my interest in the IPSF world. APPS 2023 and 2024 was really great. That made me feel like I have to bring APPS. Oh, my camera is disabling. I have to bring APPS to Surabaya, to my hometown. I felt like I have to uh, make people like feel what I feel from the past APPS. Okay.
Wow, that's a really nice answer. Maybe we can also hear some answer from the people who will running the next year APPS also to Miss E. What is APPS to you and how APPS impact you?
Okay, thank you for the question. So, being as one of the newly elected RC, like one of the reception committee for the upcoming APPS, I would say that of course APPS is such a huge event. It's also my first time, first experience handling such a huge event, an international event, being as the committee, and yeah, bringing in. Just like what Yoga said, like bring in to your hometown, APPS to your hometown, you hope that it's a great experience for all the participants. So definitely it's a huge event, and also we hope that all of us, our RC lineup, will hope that we can bring a unique for our participants, and also bring up the culture, the colors of Malaysia to everyone of our participants. And how APPS impact me, since this is my first-hand experience in APPS. I was just exposed for a few months, but how it impacts me, basically, I have to spend out a few parts of my time for APPS. I need to plan out and sort everything with all the high committees, with Sinyan's lead. And yeah, definitely how it doesn't really impact much, but then yeah, we just need to give up some time. And in also we have to balance up our time with our academics as well, since we're still in our with our studies. And so not much impact, but yeah, it's just that we hope that we can bring up more colors for APPS to give our participants. So yeah, it's really a great experience and also a great opportunity to be in APPS, the APPS team, I would say. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Michi, for your answer. Like what Michi has mentioned, APPS is such a huge event. So, Miss Yanyantan, like what motivate you to make Kuala Lumpur as the host of APPS 2025?
Thank you so much, Kelly. So, maybe it's more like a sharing, I would say, for my answer to this question. So, actually, how we started to plan to have this, to host APPS in Malaysia, it's started a very in the starting of this year. So we actually, that time I was having a project with under my PSA at that time, and we collaborated with IPSF and IPSF APRO. And during that time, so I somehow got the exposure, or we actually have this event called APPS, because previously I wasn't really being exposed to all this. I did not really have a prior knowledge to IPSF and IPSF APRO. So that time I get some exposure. So I actually come up with a mindset, oh, who knows, one day we can host for APPS. But then soon this mindset just went off, just gone off, because there was no one that was following up with this. And afterwards, until there's one time I attended for an event hosted under IPSF APRO. So, and then this question was brought out again, whether like because they are fighting for the host for APPS. So then I began to think, oh, we might be able to host for APPS, since the last time Malaysia hosting APPS was actually 10 years ago. It was really long ago. And since I'm someone who I actually like for those who have known me, they will know I really like to organize events, especially if you ask Z, you should definitely know. So I think this would be a good opportunity for me to actually challenge myself and also step out my comfort zone to really host for this kind of large scale event, I would say. And it's really very hard to, if you want to really organize this big event, the opportunity doesn't really come sometimes. So also that time I was with my contact person under my PSA was also very supportive towards this idea. So upon consult with our advisor and so on, so we decided to move forward and bid for this APPS. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We can say that the motivation and also this background story of Kuala Lumpur as the host is really amazing, and also I think we can wait for the APPS next year because I believe you guys already prepared a lot. So I think we now can start dig more about the preparation of next year APPS in Kuala Lumpur. So to Miss C, like what is the main theme of APPS 2025 and how you imagine it will be presented throughout the event?
Okay, thank you, Kelly. So, for the main theme of our APPS next year will be Farm Beyond, Bridging Cultures, Inspiring Futures. So let me just explain a little bit on what it's about. So Farm Beyond, it actually means going beyond traditional boundaries in the pharmacy field. And while Bridging Cultures emphasizes unity and the blending of diverse cultural backgrounds within pharmacy. And while Inspiring Futures, the last part, it signifies the motivation to create a better, healthier future through innovation and collaboration in pharmacy. So how we actually will comply to this theme, would incorporate this into our event is that APPS, we have a lot of events, a lot of activities going on, including like workshops, academic workshops, non-academic ones, and also we have talks, symposium, and also competitions as well. So we're planning to bring in our culture, Malaysia's culture, into our events, and for example, like social nights and so on. We're bringing in our culture in, and also we bring out giving out an opportunity for our participants to actually share their culture as well with us. So it's like we're bridging cultures. So that's how bridging cultures come in. And Inspiring Futures, I would say that it comes from, we have a lot of academic workshops and symposiums and also competitions, which allows intellectual sharing, knowledge sharing, and also like we're building a healthy competition between the participants, and also let them allow them to share their knowledge within the pharmaceutical field. So that's how we incorporate our theme into our activities. Yeah, so stay tuned.
Oh my God, thank you so much for the answer. I already feel excited about APPS next year. And I think it's a really nice team where in the APPS, we not only focus on the academic of pharmacy, but we also can bridging all the APRO family in 1 week. And next, we'll be moving to Miss Yinantan and also Miss Limsi. I want to know like what has been the biggest challenge so far in preparing the APPS 2025, sorry.
Okay, so
Maybe.
I think I will go first. So, for me personally, I would say the biggest challenge so far would be the communications within our reception committees, because we're actually recruiting our committees from different universities, and most of us, we did not really have the chance to interact before. And so I would say that building the team that we do not really have prior interaction, it will be we will need more effort on this. And also because every receptions committee, they're actually having different academic schedules and also different commitments. So one challenge would be to coordinate the task and also to ensure that everyone is aligned with their own responsibilities and deadline. That will be a challenging part for me. And also another challenge would be because we actually bid for this APPS quite late compared to others previous batch of APPS, because they have one year prior, but we are actually a bit late on that. So and also because we have to resolve some of our internal matters as well. So after we have settled everything, we're actually a bit delayed in forming our receptions committee. Actually put us to be slightly a bit behind of our schedule in getting all the things done. But luckily, currently we are still trying to inline everything to our schedules, and luckily we'll be able to open our phase 1 registration at the end of December. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. So, of course, as Singen has mentioned, we're slightly off schedule a bit, but we're currently on track. And yeah, we have one of the challenge would be we have less time compared to other hosts, I guess, that we have only a few months to prepare this such a huge event. So, of course, the pressure is there, you know. And another challenge, I would say that we're starting off as from zero actually. Like everything we have to form it ourselves. We have to do it on like our guidelines, our own protocol. We have to form it on our own. So we're actually starting from zero to and then slowly building up our own committee lineup and also our event activities and so on. So such a huge event. We need so many people to help us in, and starting off zero is quite a challenge for us, in my point of view. But fortunately, with our experience before this in my PSA and also some experience in organizing events, it actually helps a lot for us overcoming this challenge. So I'll say yeah, and also what Singen has mentioned, those are like the main challenges that we have faced for this year's 2025's APPS. Yeah, but then we're on track, and yeah, hopefully you guys can have fun, have a great experience in our upcoming APPS. Yeah, we'll try our best to make it a unique and wonderful one.
Thank you so much for the answer. I also hope the preparation will go smoothly, and I wish all, like the whole APPS 2025 team, a good luck. And next, we're moving. How will next year's APPS differ from previous one? I think Miss Yan and Tan can answer this question.
Okay, so I would say that for every year, all the symposiums, all the workshops, all the professional development competition, it's definitely gonna be almost similar with the similar guidelines and mechanisms. So what we can try to do to differ from the previous APPS was to incorporate and also to emphasize more on Malaysians' cultural elements. So definitely our goal, we want to provide our participants with, they can feel the experience they can experience our Malaysia's unique traditions and also our hospitality and also our vibrant cultures. And also we will try to incorporate a lot of the cultural elements, no matter it's from the starting of the opening ceremonies until our social activities, our non-academic workshops, even until our post-symposium tour. We'll try to ensure that all these are filled with our Malaysian cultural teams. And also, of course, we aim to create an environment where our delegates, they can really experience the warm and welcoming spirit of our, like not just our reception committees, but also our nations, Malaysia, and also making this year APPS a very memorable and a unique Malaysian experience compared to previous edition. Yeah, so I think that's what we can do so far.
I believe that our listener gain interest to join IPPS by your answer. Like I believe that our culture in APPS is so diverse, and it is a great opportunity to get to know more about each other countries' culture more. And I think it's so fun to learn new culture also. Now let's go to the last question for today. Do you have any special message of advice for everyone who might be interested in joining APPS 2025? We can start with Miss Yunian.
Okay, so my advice would be for those who are really interested to join for APPS, my advice is just to enjoy every moment that are gonna happen in APPS, because taking this chance to build your connections and also create memories with the people that are all joining all around the world, because once you have graduated or once you have already out of this IPSF, we rarely get a chance to interact with the people that are from other countries. And even I don't think once you have start working, you will have the time to join this kind of large scale events. So take the opportunity to enjoy every single moment that's gonna happen in APPS. And of course, we promise to give you guys a very wonderful experience, wonderful and memorable experience. Yeah. So maybe I will just pass the floor to the maybe Z.
Okay, so being a past participant from the previous World Congress, I would say such a huge international event is such a wonderful and such a memorable event. You make a lot of memories, you meet a lot of people, and yeah, you get to learn a lot as well. Of course, you learn people's culture from around the world. For APPS, it will be across Asia Pacific countries, of course. And yeah, it's really a great experience. And yeah, the friendships that you bond, that you create through this kind of events is actually it's not temporary friendships. It's like actually like, oh, you might meet in the future again, and then you're like, oh, we're friends before this, and it's some kind of fascinating. It's hard to explain this out, but what I see is, oh, it's so I'm so touched that I have made friends throughout the whole experience in international these kind of international events. So yeah, just if you were to join APPS, just enjoy yourself. Just as what Singed has said, enjoy yourself in every moment in APPS, and also yeah, we'll try our best to make it a wonderful experience for you, and also yeah, just enjoy the diversity and exchange ideas, culture with others. And yeah, that's how it's how you can actually enjoy APPS. Yeah, enjoy yourself in APPS. So yeah, I think that's it for me. Pass to Yoga.
Okay, a little words from me is definitely don't be afraid to join, but because back then I was also like nervous and indecisive about it, but like after experiencing one and after like knowing the people, the culture, like how people really is in the APRO family, it was really great and it's honestly addicting to go to APPS. So I'll definitely go to APPS 2024, 2025. And yeah, I will encourage people to join APPS. It's like the best event to like feel how the APRO family really is. Back to Kelly.
Okay, thank you so much for all the answer. I really hope we can meet in APPS next year, maybe. Okay, thank you so much to our amazing speakers, Miss Sinientan, Miss Lindsay, and also Mr. Yogananda for the insightful and informative session so that we can know more about 24th APPS 2025 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Thank you for your time, insight, and inspiring message to our listener. As we wrap our talk today, we shift our focus to the exciting future of APPS. The insights shared by our speaker about the extensive preparation serve as a true source of inspiration. The hard work, dedication, and innovative ideas poured into making this event unforgettable are not just stories of planning but also an invitation for all of us to dream big and participate actively. So, for those of you looking forward to joining APPS or getting involved in future projects, let this podcast be your guide and motivation. Remember that each event brings us closer together, strengthening our networking and driving the future of pharmacy forward. Thank you for joining us, and we can wait to see you at APPS 2025 in Malaysia. Thank you, IPSF community, for joining us on this episode of APRO Connect Beyond the Symposium. This is Kelly signing off. Thank you, everyone.